I want to start today by asking you a question. And I really want you to sit with it and think about it before you give yourself an answer. When was the last time that you said something kind to your body? Not about your face in the mirror after you've put on makeup and you're like, hey, I look pretty good today. Not about a workout you did, but about your body. The thing that woke you up this morning and has carried you through every day. The thing that carried you through every hard season of your life. Hey, side note, you set your own personal record for most days lived in a row. Congratulations. So for most of us, the answer was a long time ago, or maybe never. Today, we're changing that. Because your body is not broken. It was never been broken. It's been bracing. And today I'm going to show you the difference because that distinction is everywhere. We have felt broken because we've been living in survival mode, in a chronic illness, in an actually physically broken body if we've broken a bone by an accident. But your body is remarkable. It shifts all of its resources towards protection. Blood flow changes, hormone production shifts, your nervous system moves into a constant low-level threat response. From the outside, it can look like a lot of things. It can look like fatigue that doesn't get fixed with sleep. It can look like weight that doesn't move no matter what you do. It can look like inflammation. It can look like mood swings and brain fog and cravings for junk that you just can't explain. And none of that is your body failing you. Your body is succeeding at keeping you alive in the conditions that you have been living in. That's a perspective shift. Okay, here's the survival psychology. When your nervous system is in chronic fight or flight, cortisol and adrenaline are elevated. Your body deprioritizes digestion, reproduction, and fat metabolism. It prioritizes blood sugar regulation and fat storage as emergency fuel. The body holding weight in survival mode is not a malfunction, it's an adaptation. The shift happens when our nervous system finally receives the signal that it's okay to feel safe. You have been making decisions that asked your body to protect you more. Less sleep, more stress, more restriction, more activity, more pressure, and your body responded exactly the way that it was designed to. So, no longer being mad at your body, okay? You asked it to do this. So, the path forward is not more pressure, it's more safety. So, this whole month is about being rooted and rising. So, what does rising actually look like? I want to be clear here because I know some of you are waiting for me to say something big, something profound, something that requires a complete transformation. But that's not how rising works. Rising looks like this. Rising looks like finishing the workout you already started instead of abandoning it because it's not perfect. Rising looks like eating the protein even when you're not in the mood. Rising looks like going on a walk even when you only have 10 minutes. Rising is made of the next steps, not grand gestures. A little bit is better than zero every single time. In Isaiah 40:31, it says, "Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint." Notice the order. They soar, they run, they walk. Rising is not always dramatic. Sometimes rising is just when everything in you wants to sit down. That counts. Rest is part of the deal. That is rising. We spent May doing deep identity work. And if you haven't done that, please go back and do that. Everything is in the vault free for you. Okay? So who you are when you're not in survival mode. Do you know the answer to that question? Who are you? What does the woman you are becoming actually look like? What are the decisions and choices does she make? What does she feel like? What does she move like? So June, this month, in Rooted and Rising is where we take that identity and put it in our body. You can do this. Here's what I know about lasting change. And it doesn't happen when we white knuckle our way through a plan. It happens when the action aligns with identity. When you start to see yourself as a woman who builds strength, who fuels her body well, who chooses one next step consistently, the actions follow naturally. I have been putting this into practice for the last 2 decades. Not perfect at it, but consistency is that key, I promise. And you're not trying to become someone new. You're finally letting the woman who has always been there come out from hiding. So you now feel safe. And That's what this summer is. It's not a transformation, it's a revelation. We're from this point on, from now into the end of all time of our future, we're doing it differently. So week 1, your step was shifting your mirror language. Week 2 was adding 1 resistance movement. This week, your step is to write down 3 things your body did this week that you were grateful for. Not how it looked, what it did. It carried you, it healed something, it lets you hug someone. 3 things, that is your step. I want to point this out. Gratitude is not a soft extra. It's a nervous system reset. When you train your brain to look for what your body is doing right, you shift the entire relationship. That shift makes the physical work sustainable. So if you had a gym buddy that you went to the gym with, and every time you went to the gym with them, they criticized your workout, said you can't lift that much, like you're an idiot, that's not great form, like why are you even here, you're just gonna stay the same. How many times would you go and work out with that partner? No, you need the partner that says, hey, come on, you can do 1 more rep. Come on, let's go for a walk. Let's do 1 more set. So if you don't have that friend and you need that friend, you have access to me in the 90-day breakthrough. We've got 6 coaching sessions that are included when you use that program. Not extra, just included. It's my gift to you. So what would it actually look like for you to have someone in your corner this summer? If you want to do that, hit me up on Instagram and let me know that you want to go through the breakthrough. I promise, you're not broken. You've been bracing. And this summer, we rise above that. So as always, go out and liberate your awesome.